Yes, I'm filming this in my office. No, I am not on my lunch break. And no, I do not care. I have something to say. Your favorite brand is love bombing you. When did companies start talking like they had a crush on people? And no, seriously, because I felt like when I was little, brands actually sounded like brands. They sounded professional. They were kind of cold and boring and robotic. And now they all text you like they're your boyfriend. I couldn't tell you how many emails I've gotten in the past year that have started with bestie. Bestie who? I give you guys money for a product. Where is the bestiness? What are we talking about? I know that it has to sound a little bit friendly to get you to buy. And this is honestly just because the closer a brand sounds to a person, the less your brain treats it like advertising. I'm a psych student, I work in marketing, I like fashion, I like beauty, I like pop culture, I like all the things. And today I want to talk about the 5 stages of what I'm calling the brand crush. So I'm sure we've all seen it. Something has changed in the culture in the past couple of years. Old internet companies wanted to sound professional, authoritative, trustworthy. You were supposed to look at their brand identity and say, wow, this is a serious company. But now internet brands want you to think, oh my god, this brand gets me. Just look at Duolingo or Spotify or Netflix. They don't really talk like corporations anymore. If you take a look at any of their socials, they kind of just like joke and meme and have very distinct personalities as a brand. And psychologically, that makes a lot of sense because humans are wired to respond to people, their voices, their personalities, their cadence, and they don't respond as well to logos. A logo doesn't really make you feel anything, but a personality does. Once brands started realizing that personality is what gets attention, everything changed. And it started with Twitter, but it did not stay on Twitter. It spread into fashion and beauty and lifestyle and all the brands that we actually spend money at. And you know what? Modern marketing does not sell products. It sells relationships. Not real ones, obviously, but something that feels really similar. Stage 1. I noticed you. Every crush starts with attention, and the brands are doing the same thing. It's never just here's the lip balms. It's here's the version of you that you're going to become if you buy the lip balm. And this is what psychology calls the mere exposure effect. The more we see something, the more we tend to like it. Your dream product doesn't appear out of nowhere. You see it repeatedly on TikTok, on Pinterest, and a Get Ready With Me from your friends, and slowly your brain goes, oh, this feels familiar. And familiar feels safe. Because the crush starts with attention and brands know that. That brings us to stage 2. Wait, we are literally the same person. This is where personalization comes along. Spotify's Wrapped, Pinterest recommendations, Sephora For You page, Princess Polly showing you things that fit your style. Everything is kind of framed as I know you, I know your vibe, I know what you would like, and this is what I picked for you. It's supposed to make you feel special. We naturally like people who feel similar to us, who have a shared experience or interest or humor. So the marketing becomes less this product is objectively good and more this product is perfect for girls like you, which is obviously way more persuasive because buying something isn't always about the utility. A lot of the time it's about the identity, who we are, what we want to become, and most importantly, the type of person we imagine ourselves to be. Stage 3. We have our own language. The era of bestie, girl, obsessed, literally crying, it's giving. Lowercase captions, emoji overloads, inside jokes. There are a ton of brands who are speaking slightly different versions of the same language, and that language is designed to feel friendly and human and familiar. This is called anthropomorphism, which is when our brains give human qualities to non-human things. It's why people name their cats, talk to plants, apologize to furniture, and once a brand feels like a person, you stop interacting with it like a company. And here's what companies figured out. The fastest way to sound trustworthy is no longer to sound professional, it's to sound familiar. Stage 4. Why aren't you answering me? The email stage, the notification stage, the spam, the come back bestie, come shop now, come look, I picked this out just for you. Brands will say things like, we missed you, your cart's getting lonely, you left this behind, we saved this for you, this made me think of you, there's only a few left. Now imagine a person was speaking to you this way instead of a company. Hey girl, I've been thinking about you, I've missed you, why haven't we hung out lately? You left something at my house, do you want to come get it? It would feel super intense, wouldn't it? it, and a little fast, like somebody is trying to create closeness really quickly. And this is not an accident. Psychology calls this loss aversion. Losing something feels worse and gaining the same thing feels good. When a company emails you, your card is lonely, your brain is interpreting that as a loss you haven't taken yet. And the last stage is don't leave. Companies do this by implementing things like VIP membership, member-only drops, birthday rewards, early access, limited edition, loyalty tiers, so it gives off the vibe as you belong here instead of buy this product. And human beings yearn for belonging, so any opportunity to feel like they're a part of something, you're naturally gonna take. Have you ever noticed that nobody ever says, I use Spotify, and it's always, I love Spotify? People defend brands in comment sections the way that you would defend an actual friend. That's the tell. You wouldn't defend a company, you would defend something that you feel like you belong to. And what this is honestly just manufactured intimacy. I don't think brands are purposely love bombing us. I doubt the marketers are sitting in their office like, how can we manipulate the youth today? And honestly, personality is the most creative part of branding, and I love that. But brands do borrow emotional shortcuts to get their audience to react and feel closer to them. And that's basically what manufactured intimacy is. The feeling of closeness created statistically at a strategical scale. And here's the cost of that. When something feels like a friend, your guard drops. You don't fact check friends, you don't comparison shop friends. Familiarity lowers skepticism, and lowered skepticism means spending faster. It lands the hardest on the youngest members of these companies' audiences because they're the most prone to falling victim to these tactics. And none of this makes these brands evil, it just makes them smart, and it's worth noticing. And if we talk about it, we can make smarter shopping decisions too. Awareness just changes your relationship to things, and as somebody who used to be a really bad shopaholic, if I can help another girly out save a couple $100, I will. I think the last impulse buy thing I purchased was this top, which I felt so guilty about, so I made my mission to actually wear it because I don't have the shade of blue in my closet at all. And it's kind of ironic that I'm wearing it in this video because aside from that, I'm a very slow shopper now. But it's cute. It's from Aritzia to my Canadian girlies. Anyways, side tangent over. Marketing used to ask for your attention, and now it asks for your affection. And it causes our relationships with these companies to start to feel like friendships. But honestly, I think friendship is better reserved for the people who can actually text us back. So tell me in the comments if there's any brands that talk to you like you're dating. If you like this sort of content, follow me. I will be decoding why we want things weekly, and I gotta go and unsubscribe from a bunch of company emails now. Gotta go, bye.